back again, and we have two very wonderful guests today. And I'm going to start out with Ashlyn Drewek, and she's an author, right?
I am.
Yes, and it says you have a new book, which means you have other books before.
Yes.
So, what
This would
type
be
of
my fifth
books do you
published
write,
book.
Ashlyn?
I'm sorry, what?
What kind of books do you write? What type of?
Um, they're all romance, but they tend to be darker romance, so either paranormal or like a psychological thriller type. And the one that's coming out July 1st is a dark mafia romance, but what makes this one a little different is it's actually male, so it's a gay romance book, which is perfect because it's Pride Month. So,
So,
yeah.
so you have written other books before this, though, haven't you, Ashlyn?
Yes, this is my
And
published.
and what type of books were they?
One was a paranormal romance, and then I have a series. It's called the Land of Wells series. It's about, it starts out about a criminal psychiatrist who is supposed to evaluate one of her patients who's been accused of murder, and over the course of learning about him, she slowly starts to fall in love with him. And that book actually was a finalist in the 2021 Next Generation Indie Book Awards. So I'm
Wow.
pretty proud of that one. That one was The Mystery of Leander Wells.
That's fantastic. I just love the story. It's just very intriguing. You know it's got to be good.
Well, I think so.
Yes. And
So,
tell me a little bit about the story. Is somebody a bad guy and somebody a good guy?
in Mystery,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, well, Leander, the titular character, has been accused of murder, and so the whole story, you're kind of going with Lorelai, trying to figure out, did he murder these people? Did he not murder these people? So there's not like a clear-cut villain. It's just you trying to figure out, did he or did he not do it?
That sounds fantastic. I love things like that. You have to try to figure this out before you can figure this out.
Yeah.
And so, tell me about who was your leading character?
Um, well, Leander would probably be the main one because he has, well, there's three books in his series, but only one book is from his perspective. But obviously, there's three books that revolve around him, so he's probably my main character. He's just, he's a mystery. He's tall, dark, and handsome, but incredibly broken on the inside. He had a terrible upbringing,
Oh,
despite being a millionaire. And he's obsessed with Edgar Allan Poe. So
oh my gosh, he sounds so exciting.
he's different.
Does he have a special lady or lots of ladies?
Uh, in the first book, he kind of starts to have feelings for his doctor. But then by the time you get to the third book, you realize maybe that was all a lie, too.
Well, for
So,
heaven's sakes, that's really
yeah.
what could make that a lie. That's got to be really interesting. Uh,
Yeah,
Is it really hard to write this type of book?
I don't think so. I mean, I guess it depends. Sometimes, the characters cooperate and sometimes they don't. Uh, like the book that's coming out July 1st, I seriously wrote it in a month because those characters just came to me and I just couldn't get them out of my head.
Oh my
So,
gosh, a month? That's
a month.
amazing.
Yeah.
And is the main lady or the main character a lady or a man?
It's a man in the next book. His name is Roan Sinclair, and he's a 22-year-old. He just graduated college, and he ends up getting kidnapped by the Russian mafia. And
What?
so it's about his surviving that experience and how that experience kind of changes him.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's got to be interesting because if you get mixed up with those guys, I'm telling you what a mess that could be.
Yeah. And the character who's opposite him is Sasha, who's um, one of the worst Russian criminals there is, and he's the tall, dark, and brooding, and you get like two words out of him. But I together, I love them because it's like one is sunshine and one is like an ice storm, but they complement each other. So
That is amazing and wonderful.
yeah.
So, is there a murder involved, or is it just a mystery?
There's a lot of murders in Roan's book, but there's not much mystery as to who did it because it's usually Sasha. I didn't count how many people Sasha killed in that book, but it was a lot. So, and he doesn't really feel bad about it.
Okay, well, does he have a special lady?
No, no, they kind of fall for each other along the course of their interaction.
As the story goes on, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really great. I wish the heck I had a voice this morning to talk to you, so I hope you understand me.
No, I do. Yeah, I totally understand.
Okay, now, and this this is not the first book you've written, right?
No, no.
This just
Not the first.
This is the latest one.
Yep, this is just the latest one. It comes out July 1st.
July 1st. Well, everybody's going to be looking for it because usually when books come on a certain date, people really buy. So that was a good idea to put that date in there for you.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I've actually got a couple pre-orders already, so I'm, excited about that.
And what about your leading lady? Tell me a little bit about her.
From the Leander series, or which one?
You got two ladies?
Well, there's Lorelai, who's in the Leander series. She's the psychiatrist.
Oh.
There's not really much to say. She tries to help Leander as much as she can, and she wants to help. She genuinely wants to, but she gets really frustrated with him because he doesn't want help, which I think anybody in mental health can understand her struggle with him.
Oh my gosh. That's got to really be interesting because when somebody's saying, "Don't make me do something," it really gets exciting.
Yeah. So yeah, she just I don't know. She's not like me. Like, she's one of the characters who's not like me at all.
Oh.
So,
Do you sometimes write characters something like yourself?
I think there's a little bit of me in every character.
Yeah.
I mean,
That makes
as an
sense.
author,
That makes sense. That makes sense.
but of that pairing, I'd say I'm more like Leander. I love Edgar Allan Poe and the dark tragic things in life, obviously, given what I write. But yeah, she's nice. She was a change of pace for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because the book before that was a paranormal romance between a vampire and a cop. So
And she's different in the two books, right?
yeah,
Well, that's interesting because people do grow and change,
yeah.
And a couple of years could make a lot of change in somebody. So, and what is her main thing that she's trying to get across in this book? What is she trying to sell?
Lorelai's she's just trying to help Leander grow and heal and move past his trauma, while at the same time loving him and showing him that he is lovable and he is redeemable, but he doesn't want it. So it's a bit of a struggle.
I would think so. So she has her job is really big because when somebody doesn't really want to do something, they get a good fight up.
Yeah.
So how does he finally get across what he's saying, or does he have to give up what he's been keeping a secret?
Well, I'm still working on that part. So the second book was Leander's perspective.
Oh.
And you don't really learn. I mean, you learn more about Leander, but you don't get the answers that you want.
Uh-huh.
And then the third book was a prequel, which throws in more questions. So people aren't really going to get many answers until the fourth book, which is supposed to come out later this year.
Well, you're keeping busy. All these 4 books?
Yep.
I know that's hard because I put out one with 4 books in it too, and boy, that's work.
Yeah, but I like it. So it keeps me busy.
Okay, and so just tell us real quick the the best ways they can get the book. The best way they can.
Amazon. All my stuff's on Amazon.
Amazon.
Or Kobo. It's Kobo is another popular one. So you can just go to my website. It's just ashlyndrewek.com, and I've got links to where you can buy the books.
Okay, and what's the title of your website?
It's ashlyndrewek.com.
Well, that's pretty easy. That's perfect. Sometimes
Yeah.
they get so complicated, you think, gosh, you're writing a book here.
Yeah, nope, kept it simple. All my social media is just my name. It's just Ashlyn Drewek. Website's Ashlyn Drewek. So.
Okay, so we just got to let everybody know that the book is available July 1st, which is very close now. And
Yep.
And it's probably going to be a lot of people trying to get the book. So it's a good idea to have all the things you want to talk about ready in your head so that you can get through a phone call and get your book.
Yeah.
I'm very excited that you came on today, and I hope that you'll come on again as the book is on the market and gets,
Yeah.
there'll be new things that happen and probably some funny stories. That usually happens too. So please do come back and be on the show again, will you?
Yeah, will do. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, honey. Thank you so much.
We'll talk to you later.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.